Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. So in the midst of this world economic depression, we've got a state of emergency developing in the budgets of American towns, cities, counties, states, local authorities, too. Perhaps take a look at the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, things like this. So Obama is more interested in maintaining his race to the top union busting program, because that's what it is. It essentially it takes money and it gives it to these charter schools who are run by scabs who are interested in busting the teachers union. And we've just had statistics published here in D.C. about the performance of charter schools. It's not much better than, no better in many cases than the public schools. The main purpose of this, the reactionaries love these things, vouchers, charter schools, all ways to bust the teachers union, because those are people who are going to fight for a system of free, universal, compulsory public education of some quality. Once you destroy the teachers union, there's no organized force that can fight to maintain a system of public schools, and the reactionaries will shut it down. And they'll take their rich kids and put them in the private schools, and that will be the end of you out there in the masses. So if that's the country you want, that's not the America I knew. Now, the reactionaries, in the face of this national emergency, we see Obama, right? He says no more bailouts, and he means states and cities. So he is a complete subversive. What did the reactionaries propose? Let's see what the opposition says. Well, there are these Bush tax cuts for the rich, trickle-down economics, $678 billion. And we've just had these Republican senators popping off this week saying, well, if you want to put 20 or 30 billion into unemployment benefits, that's got to be paid for. That's got to be offset by some cuts or tax increases, cuts in their view, someplace else. But of course, 678 billion for the richies. That doesn't have to be paid for. That's a stimulus in itself. That's a great thing. So the idea, of course, of this is always, if the rich get this money, they'll invest it, and that will create jobs. Wrong. What the rich have done, historically now, over the last 10 years, they give the money to Goldman Sachs or the Blackstone Group or some other hedge fund. They put their money in a hedge fund, and they buy derivatives. And how many jobs are created? None. Many destroyed. They get themselves into, for example, Bain Capital. Invest in that. Asset stripping, masterminded by Mitt Romney. So they pay to destroy jobs. The idea that the rich use their wealth or super profits to invest in jobs, plant and equipment and jobs, is an idiotic myth. It doesn't happen. This went out with what? With LBJ or Ford or somebody like this. This is long gone. They buy derivatives. They invest in pure Wall Street speculation, bets, completely parasitical, and in many cases, of course, asset stripping, hedge funds, private equity, right? Kohlberg, Kravis, Roberts, now being taken public. The kind of stuff they did to RJR Nabisco, wrecking companies with junk bonds and hostile takeovers. All of that destroys jobs. The more money the rich have, the more they use their wealth to destroy jobs through hedge funds and derivatives, buying things that are anti-economical. And the more you have of them, like the old Rasputnik, the more you have, the poorer you are. Now, let's never lose sight of the Bowles-Simpson Commission, the National Commission on Fiscal Responsibility. Because of Bowles and Simpson, I call it the BS Commission. The BS Commission. This is now the austerity vampires and austerity ghouls gearing up to flay you alive in November, December. Whatever you think your economic rights are, you paid into Social Security all your life, you have some unemployment benefits, you have a right to food stamps if you need them, other things in this regard. They are going to strip you of all that, and they're going to say, and Al Simpson is very, very vehement about this, right? Old people, you're going to feel it. You're going to take it on the chin. This character Bowles, who is an investment banker from North Carolina, not good. An investment banker is Bowles. He was the chief of staff in the Clinton White House in 1997, who tried to destroy Social Security already then with a dirty deal with Newt Gingrich to privatize, to have they now say personalized, personal accounts. Yeah, personal accounts means the risk shifts to you. The risk is increased, and the risk goes to you. As long as you've got Social Security, the risk is with them. Better it should stay with them than with you. And all the wonderful singing tomorrows from these reactionaries at the American Enterprise Institute and the Heritage Foundation and the Cato Institute, don't forget them, the wonderful libertarian libertines, they all say, well, you're going to make more money in Wall Street. Yeah, the risk shifts to you. Plus, if we look at the last 10 years, Wall Street has gone nowhere. You're better off with Treasury bonds than with Wall Street. It was about 10,000, 11,000 10 years ago. It went up, it went down, mainly down, and now it's about the same. So you do a constant dollar Dow, right, for inflation, and you'll see that you are below the level of 10 years ago. And, of course, all those fees for the brokers and the commissions will all be taken out of your hide. So that's the reactionary Republican snake oil. But now, Fred Barnes, leading reactionary over at the neocon house organ, the Weekly Standard, has an editorial in the in the Wall Street Journal saying this is a wonderful opportunity. The BS Commission, the Bowles-Simpson Commission, is a great opportunity for Obama to do something historic. Yeah, just like Clinton was trying to destroy Social Security in 1997, and we've still got the same guy. Bowles is now coming back for his second attempt to flay you alive. The previous time he was stopped by Monica Lewinsky, because once that scandal blew, it was impossible to close the deal between Clinton's Wall Street Democrats and the reactionary Republicans of Newt Gingrich. So Erskine Bowles still there. And that's all coming in November, December, in the infamous lame duck session. Now, the possibilities of stopping this. We do need first of all, we want those jobless benefits passed. We want the relief for the 1.3 million unemployed between 52 and 99 weeks, and we want increased benefits for those beyond 99 weeks. They're about 4 to 5 million. So you're talking about 5 to 6 million American families. You want to have 2 or 3 million more foreclosures? Great. The depression becomes a snowball. And naturally, the Austrian school thinks that's good. Let's not forget. They say, oh, yes, Andrew Mellon, liquidate stocks, liquidate bonds, liquidate labor, liquidate the farmer, liquidate everybody. Too bad if you died. And then there'll be a recovery. Where's the guarantee? And too bad if you died. That's the reactionary song, because what the reactionaries want is they want you, poor, desperate, and they can buy you for coolie wages. And take your house for a pittance. Take your car. Take whatever you've got, because they'll have money and you won't, and you will be a sitting duck for these reactionaries. Obama has gotten lewd in the White House. This is, of course, Jack Lew, L-E-W. He's gotten lewd in the White House. He's got the new head of the Office of Management and Budget, replacing the austerity ghoul Peter Orszag. Orszag, of course, known for the propeller beanie that he wore to cabinet meetings as the head of the OMB. So lewd is a somewhat more experienced, somewhat more sedate version of Orszag. He is an austerity vampire, and make no mistake about it. Look at all these right-wing hacks that Obama puts in there. Hope and change not turning out. Now, not surprisingly, given this horrible behavior by Obama, we have had this week a rebellion of the House Democrats. Washington Post headline on Thursday, House Democrats hit boiling point. Obama tries to quell uprising. Anger over taking risks and getting little in return. Starts with the Gibbs response that the Republicans might take the House. This is very ominous for Obama. We'll say something more about it in the next segment. Back in a minute.